Happy Sunday. This is Jensen with Soft Edges here with your week ahead reading for the week of October 6th through the 12th, 2025. Few announcements before we get started today is first, I have the formatting slightly different today. So we're going to be doing top-down cards. I'm excited to try that out. I talk a little bit about the astrology there, so that will be coming up as well, and the energy that we can expect for this upcoming week. A lot of lovely astrology coming forward, as well as some challenges. So we will talk about how to navigate that and how to make the best of trying times. We're in it, aren't we? Next, you can check my Instagram where I'm hosting a little treat for the month of October. It's called Spooky Sweet Tarot Treat, and it's going to be 15 or 5-minute tarot readings. So go on my Instagram. I will put the tag, my Instagram, down in the description. Check it out to learn more personal information of how to navigate this spooky season. Here we are. Enjoy the reading for the week ahead. You can see that since we have 3 major arcana for our week this week, that we're moving through some big energies. These aren't just like the mundane day-to-day stuff. This is big cycles that we're moving through at this time. So I did what I normally do. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this is what I'm seeing for how this might manifest in our week this week. Monday and Tuesday, Mercury moves into Scorpio, and then we also have the full moon in Aries on Monday. On Tuesday, we have Mercury squaring Pluto. These cards fit together really well given that the astrology that's coming through, and here's why. So Mercury and Pluto is investigative. It wants to dig deeper. It wants to know the truth. It wants to get to the bottom, and it's willing to go deep in order to get to the truth, get to resolution, get to the bottom, know something truly and deeply. And with Mercury also squaring Pluto, this is like a deep unearthing of something at the beginning of the week. And how the Empress ties in with this, I believe, is the Empress is nurturing. And I love the deer symbolism in here because in the area where I live recently, I've been seeing mother deer with her babies. And I noticed how alert she is. So this Empress, though nurturing, is really on alert this week. Again, tying into the astrology that we're leaning into. So Monday and Tuesday, we're being really alert and aware of the things that we're attending to. This might be relationships, projects, people. And I think we get some clarity or some information comes forward that was previously hidden to us. I'm noticing the broken window, and this also might be something that comes through quickly. I get this image of the rock like coming through and like startling the mother and the baby, but they don't look startled, but this is probably like the aftermath of that and just navigating how to move forward in how we're tending to something given the information that is coming forward. And I like the intrigue card because I think that instead of it could be big information, but I think we can also be really curious about it. And the creature is looking at it from above. And it's not necessarily interacting with it yet. It's more observing this material truth. Midweek on Wednesday and Thursday, this is, you're not going to believe this, but the astrology midweek is super lovely. And you wouldn't know that given the death card. On Wednesday, Venus is sextiling Jupiter, and this is really flowing positive energy. Think nurturing relationships, lots of love, deep connecting. And with the death card, that really makes us think about what has been coming out of the things that are falling away, right? Like, can we use this energy to notice what has been growing after the things that have fallen away? Because we're still like in the we're finished eclipse season, but it's still simmering down. I'll say that the energy is simmering down, and we're getting more clear about what is left over after all the falling away through the last eclipse we were experiencing. I noticed too that towards the end of the week, we have this mouse really resting. So you could feel, because this is super lovely in the beginning of the week, even though it is the death card. Towards the end of the week on Saturday, Venus is opposing Saturn, and that can feel restricting. It can feel like a restraint in your relationships. It honestly is giving me exhausted vibes towards the end of the week. And how can we use this as an opportunity to pull back our energy? Maybe continuing to see what this item is, this information. The Wheel of Fortune always makes me think of sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And because it's a clock with both hands on 12, it makes me think of new moon energy. Fresh start, fresh day. And I mean, in order for it to go, you had to go through this whole cycle for the clock to go all the way around. And that's exhausting. So rest, invitation to rest, or make time to rest towards the end of the week. Because you're about to enter a new cycle, following this death, following this information. And there's opportunities that want to come forward. And in order for you to be able to say yes to these, you're going to need to be rested. I see the owl here as well, another creature that's on alert. And maybe that's just what's simmering in the background as well, is us feeling really alert at this time. I do love this opportunity card coming towards the end of the week. And the mouse, the same mouse as before, eyes open, watching from a different perspective, planning how to enjoy, harvest this bounty. As an energy of the week, we have St. John's wort and marigold. Against your will, there will be no entrance, no welcoming, be gone. And to me, this talked a lot about maybe the unearthing that's happening is the people, places, things that are sucking your energy, that now you can either set a spell or be aware of this energy to protect yourself moving forward. In order to harvest the blessings, you need to be able to let go of any area of your life that is not for your best and highest good. Sometimes that's people. Sometimes that's a situation. I'm pretty excited to see how this manifests in our week this week. Again, because it's all major arcana, this is big energy. And I'm looking forward to see how it shows up in our lives as we continue to unfold. Have a great week. I'll see you on the other side.